My name's Anna Worthington. I'm 29 and I have a cake business called Cakes by Anna. I've always loved being in the kitchen, so from a young age, I was always sitting on the bench with my mum while she was cooking. The baking sort of started after university. I did fine arts up in Auckland. After that I was at a bit of a loose end, so I went travelling and then came back. Thought no one in Christchurch was making the kind of cakes that I really love to eat. Really simple, using delicious ingredients, kind of like that classic style of baking. And so I started making cakes at the farmers market at Riccarton House, and things kind of just snowballed from there. Yeah, I've got my little kitchen in Sydenham, and it's not like your standard cake shop that's really cute and it's like a working kitchen, so I think people quite like that, coming in and they pick up their cake and they see where it's made, and things are usually a bit chaotic, but that's kind of all part of it. I quite like the transparency of it. I sort of found out about foraging through friends who are chefs or involved in food in some way. They were doing a lot of foraging and they kind of mentioned that there were heaps of roses out in the red zone. And so yeah, I just started wandering around the red zone after work and getting heaps of different things and kind of researching about what was edible, and then I guess I just ended up saving heaps of money. So instead of going to a florist to get red roses for a wedding cake, I knew exactly where I could go and get them in the red zone. Cake making is made up of so many different things, so there's that kind of really structured element of baking, so you measure everything and everything has to be perfect for the cake to turn out right. And then there's the creative part where you can play with ingredients, play with decorating the cake and all that kind of thing. So I think it's, those two elements together, I really love that. I love having a list of things to bake, and then when everything's baked, it's kind of the playful start begins. Yeah, the playful, part of it begins. I love working sort of while I know everyone else is sleeping. So I usually go on at about between 4 and 5 in the morning, and then I find I get heaps of work done sort of before 8 AM, and then after that, my day's quite flexible. I can spend a few hours baking and then organise meetings and go and have coffee, or just come home and work. So I really enjoy the flexibility of it. And I guess it's with every job, when things are stressful, you kind of wish that you could kind of hand things over, but I guess it's just all part of the challenge, and that's kind of also what keeps me going. I never had a plan that this was going to be my job, but every day is so different. And I mean, even though I make 50 lemon cakes each week, every cake to me seems quite different. I can there's a lot of creativity with how the cakes end up looking. I want my cakes to kind of portray who I am. So they're quite natural and unpretentious and playful, and there's always going to be people that maybe try and do something similar, but I think if you kind of just are quite firm in doing your thing, no one can really take that from you. I don't really want to grow, but I kind of would prefer to just be this, keep the smallness of it and be the best cake maker in New Zealand.